Oh, good evening, everybody. I am back because I have a new blog post up after talking with some folks today. They have a company with, 70 to 100 employees. And some of the folks have video conferencing software for work, and they were kind of wondering if they should allow their employees to use that after hours to talk to their families, because they had some employees report some really great experiences doing video conference with family members while we're all sort of taking care of ourselves and taking care of everybody else by staying away from public places. And the answer is you should absolutely let your employees use the tools that are already paid for to help them. But the fact of the matter is that video conferencing isn't just something for corporations anymore. It isn't just something for getting work done. It's become really easy, really affordable, and really reliable. And I just want to go through a couple different ways, a couple different programs. If you haven't thought about this yet, we're social creatures. We need to see other people and have that face-to-face conversation. So we're going to get into those in just a second. Here we go. All right, so some of you may know one of my goals in the last couple of weeks was to get the Nerd Butler website relaunched. It had been long neglected, but thank you, Kira. Typo in the title says my daughter chiming in from the outside world. But the blog is back up, and I'm going to flip over there now. We're going to go through 4 apps that you can use to do video conferencing with family, friends, loved ones, people you care about, people you just want to see again for a while. So let's go over to the screen sharing, and we'll kind of get rid of this guy real quick. So as the title says, we're all stuck at home right now, and there's lots of ways to do some video help. All of these options are free. Some of them do have paid versions that you can use, but it is pretty easy to get started with them. So the first one, 2 billion people a month use Facebook Messenger. And so you probably have people that you want to talk to that are also on Facebook. Facebook Messenger on your phone or on the web are great ways to do video conferencing. You can do video conferences with up to 4 people. And as far as I know, there's not a time limit. If there is one, it hasn't come up yet, which means people have been talking for a really long time. So you can jump into that Facebook Messenger app, which a lot of you probably already have, and which is also pretty easy to direct non-technical relatives or friends to if you want to do this. If they have a Facebook account, they already have Facebook Messenger, even if they don't have the app installed. And like I said, it works from your computer or your phone, iPhone or Android. Now, for us Americans, WhatsApp is not something that we're really familiar with, but globally, WhatsApp is a pretty serious player in place of text messages. For some reason, Americans love their text messages and the rest of the world doesn't want to mess with it. So WhatsApp, you can think of it as a way of texting people regardless of what country they're in, regardless of what their phone number is. They also have video conferencing. So you can have up to 4 people per video call in WhatsApp. The WhatsApp website looks like this. The app is a little old. It's updated. It's secure, but it's a little, it looks a little dated. They haven't really done much with the interface, but it's very simple to learn how to use. The downside with WhatsApp is you cannot use it from a computer. The video calling doesn't work on the desktop version. But if you have an iPhone or an Android phone, you can install WhatsApp, get set up, and as long as the person on the other end of the line also has WhatsApp installed and set up, you can do free video calls there, up to 4 people. And if you have friends overseas or even Canada, in North America, Central America, pretty good chance if they're not Americans, they've already got WhatsApp on their phone, and they'll say, yeah, we've been waiting for you to figure that out. But WhatsApp offers video calls for free as well. Now, there's lots of video conferencing apps for the workplace. That's where they kind of got started and where they were used first. Skype is one that's been around for a really long time. There is a free tier of Skype that offers you up to 100 hours per month of video calls. Let's see if I can get this out of the way. I just can't decide where I want that microphone today. Up to 100 hours per month of calls for free. You can sign up for an account, get a free account. And again, I have not used Skype a lot recently. My understanding is everybody has to have Skype. There's not a really easy way for you to have a Skype account and then just send that over to, get rid of that. Just send that over to somebody else. So Skype is a great option. It's very reliable. There is a free tier that works really well. You can install it on your iPhone, on your Android, all of those things there. I don't think Skype is quite as easy to use. And when you start using it and you get in there, you're going to see that they want you to do a bunch of other stuff. They want you to chat with people and make regular phone calls with it or accept regular phone calls. That's a paid feature. They want you to use emojis. Like, ignore all that stuff. Just do the video calling and it'll work fine. My personal favorite in this whole list, and the one we use to run our business, and I've also done some family events with it, is Zoom. Now, if you have the kind of job where you do video conferencing, especially recently as we've all been staying at home more, you've probably been on a Zoom call, whether you were running it or somebody else was. If you haven't been on a Zoom call, you may have seen them in the news because, remarkably, with the way the economy is going, Zoom stock has gone up about 25% in the last month or so because they have really risen to the challenge in terms of providing services for a world that is now working from home suddenly. So Zoom has a couple of advantages. One, there is a free tier, and I'm going to talk about what the free tier gets you and what it doesn't get you. This is the only one in the blog post that I actually listed the price for, and I'll talk about that right at the end because I think it's really worth mentioning. So Zoom is at zoom.us. The reason I love it so much is that it is, like all of the other services we've talked about, it's reliable, it is free, the free tier, and it lets you talk to people from any device, right? iPhone, Android, a tablet, your computer, whatever, it doesn't matter. The reason I really like Zoom is if you are the least bit technical savvy, if you can send an email or install a program on your computer, you can run a Zoom call and other people who are joining that call have even less to do than you did. You send them an invitation link and they click on the link and their computer says, do this one thing, and then Zoom starts and you are on a call with them. There might be a little bit of hassle, like making sure the right microphone is selected, but Zoom is, in my experience, the simplest way to do this. Now, they have actually raised the benefits of their free tier during this particular time. I think they're going to run that through July. But even before this, the free tier was pretty good. So currently, the free version of Zoom works for groups of up to 100. If you're having a family and friends kind of just seeing people you haven't seen for a while, you'll never have 100 people there, all right? I've run a couple of these with about a dozen people, and honestly, a dozen people is about the limit for being able to pay attention to everybody. But 100 people in the meeting, and what that can mean is 100 households. If you call up the house and the kids are in the background saying hi, and the wife's here, and your aunt is in the back and she's saying hi, that's 100 different connections, and you're never going to use all that, so don't worry about it. If you have a call going, a video call going that has more than 2 participants in it, it caps out at 40 minutes and then you have to start over. But as soon as that 40-minute mark hits, it disconnects everybody, but you are welcome to go right back in, start up a new call, send them the new link, and the whole thing can start over again for 40 minutes. And it gives you a warning, like you have 3 minutes before your free call is up. Now, I read through this very carefully and everything I can see, if you have a video call between you and one other participant as a free user of Zoom, that time limit does not exist. So if you have that special someone, or if you have one household that needs to talk to another household for an extended period of time, if there's only 2 connections to that call, I don't believe the time limit is in place. So all of that, ease of use, how reliable it is, and the fact that the free version allows you to do quite a few things makes it my personal favorite of all of these tools. Like I said, this is the only one, and I'm not being compensated by Zoom at all. I just love their product, and I think they have done a really good job rising to the occasion. If for some reason all of these benefits of the free version are not meeting your needs, Zoom is only $15 a month if you go month to month. It's only $12.50 a month if you pay for a whole year. So check it out. Try it on the free tier for sure. Make sure it's working for you. And if it is, but you need just a little more juice, the cost is like about what you pay for Netflix or about what you pay for some other streaming service. And frankly, right now, having that face-to-face interaction with other human beings might be even more important than catching the latest Netflix series. So those are my 4: Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, Skype, and Zoom. And there's a couple honorable mentions. These are not for everyone, certainly, and they serve slightly different purposes. But they're fun things to check out if you are really bored and at home and just need more social interaction. So House Party is an app I installed on my phone a couple days ago. I haven't really had a chance to use it yet, but it is an app that allows multiple people to come into a video chat and play silly games. That's basically it. So it is a video chat app, much like all the others, but it has the added benefit of games like Heads Up, where you hold the thing on your forehead and everybody else can see it and you can't. They're trying to get you to say it. Versions of that can be done on the phone. So I would not suggest House Party for, that deep and emotional family reunion or, talking about serious topics. But if you're just bored one night and you and a couple of people out there want to do something silly and try something new, House Parties are a really nice option. If you're a gamer or if you're a little more technically savvy, Discord is a great app, platform actually. It's free. You can set up your own channels, so your own chat rooms basically. And while video isn't a large part of Discord, they do have a very nice video chat feature within it. Now, again, this isn't for everybody. If you are a gamer or if you know a gamer, you've probably heard about Discord. Discord's also starting to get used by journalists and other people who have an online presence where they want to communicate. So it's basically an online message board that happens to have a video chat experience with it as well. And the next 2 are kind of oldies but goodies, and I think people forget about them from time to time. If everybody you're talking to has an iPhone, FaceTime, or an iPad, FaceTime is still a really easy, really fast, really simple way to have a video conversation with somebody. So if you have an iPhone, you know what FaceTime is. Go do that. Sometimes we forget that we have these tools right in our pocket all the time. And the last one, since I've been using Android products and Google for most of what I do, Google Hangouts is still around. It still has video calling. It's still super powerful and very effective. And it can really, it can serve a great purpose. We've used it for text chat for a really long time, but the video calling features of Hangouts are still there. They still work. And it's still, frankly, after Zoom, the second easiest one that I've found. So if you have a Gmail account, and a lot of us do, if you have a Gmail account, you have Google Hangouts, and you can find that one at hangouts.google.com. You log into your Gmail, you say, I want to start a video call, and it has you log in. I'm in a different browser right now, but you log in with your Gmail credentials, and then you're in a video conference, and you can invite other people with a link. There are phone numbers that people can dial into. As far as I know, there aren't a lot of restrictions on time and number of people. I'm sure if you pushed it, you would find out what they were. But if you have a small group of people that wants to talk, I think Google Hangouts is a really viable option. So that is my quick list of the apps that are out there that are free, that are relatively easy to use and pretty reliable for you to get a little social interaction with your life beyond the people that you're stuck at home with, whom I'm sure you like them a lot, but it is not, after a while, you just want to see somebody else's face. So 2 more things, quick plugs before I go. Like I said, I have the Nerd Butler blog back up. The link for this post that we're talking about is in the description of this video. And also, everything you see on the screen right here underneath me are all the ways that you can get a hold of me, that you can reach me. I'm still offering free tech support at support.nerdbutler.com. Also, the social handles or that email address are other ways that you can get a hold of me. All of that stuff flows into my help desk. And I'm not kidding. If you look at this article, if you're listening to this and you're like, I don't know which buttons to push, I have no idea. I certainly don't know how to get my grandmother on the line as well. Get in touch with me through one of these means and we will get you sorted out. It's going to be okay. It's really important for us all to have a little face-to-face interaction with people outside of the four walls that we all find ourselves trapped in. So that's it for tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know if you have any questions. You can comment on this video. You can check out the blog. I'm going to have a contact form up on the blog by tomorrow. You can get a hold of me for any of these methods down here. And in the description of this video on YouTube, there's going to be a link to this blog post as well as a link to the help desk. I hope you all check it out, and I look forward to hearing from you. Let me know what else you'd like to know about, and we will get you the help you need, because technology is not a luxury.